When we want to decrease one stitch without creating a right or left slanting decrease, we should work a combination of two decreases. First, we work a slip, slip, knit decrease. So we insert the tip of the right needle from left to right into the first stitch on the left needle, slip it to the right needle, and do the same to the next stitch on the left needle. Then with the left needle we go into these two stitches from left to right so that the right needle is at the back of the left needle. Then wrap the tip of the right needle with the yarn and pull the strap through to knit these two stitches together through the back loop. We've just decreased one stitch, but this decrease clearly slants to the left. To offset this slant, we're gonna work another decrease. This time it's gonna be a knit two together. But we don't want to decrease any more stitches, right? We just need to decrease one stitch and we already decreased it. So how do we go around this? To make it work, we're gonna use one of these stitches as a pair to the stitch on the left needle to make the knit two decrease that is not gonna be actually a decrease. So here's how it happens. Bring the yarn to the right so that it's not in the way, and then insert the tip of the left needle from front to back into the second stitch that we've just knitted, the stitch that is actually decreased, that is not on the needle anymore. So we go front to back right there. And then take the yarn again and knit these two stitches together through the front loop, just as we normally do when we make a knit two together decrease, just like this. As a result, we do make a knit two together like decrease, so it looks like a decrease, but we know that we didn't decrease any more stitches, we just used one stitch to make both decreases, and that allowed us to make a decrease that is centered, that doesn't have a slant, but looks more like a peak of a mountain or a rooftop or a triangular shape. So that's what this decrease looks like. It looks pretty nice when these decreases are scattered on the surface of the fabric, but they do not look nice when they form a line of decreases. See what I mean? There is no actually nice straight line. It's more like a messy pot somewhere in the center of the swatch. If you want to make a straight line, more or less, by making single decreases, then you should take a different approach. So we'll still make two decreases, we'll still make a slip, slip, knit and knit two together, but we won't make them around the same stitch. Instead, we're gonna spread them between several decreasing rows. So in the first decreasing row, we work to the stitch that's gonna form the line of decreases. So in my case, it's gonna be this stitch. And then we make a slip, slip, knit decrease. So we slip two stitches and then knit them together through the back loop. And that's it. We are not doing any more decreases right now. So we work to the end of the row, and then in the next decreasing row, that's gonna be a next knit row in my case, I'm gonna purl these stitches real quick. And in the next decreasing row, we're gonna use the same stitch, but this time we're gonna make a knit two together. So we work to a spot that is one stitch before the stitch that forms the decreasing line, and we knit these two stitches together and then finish the row. So we decrease one stitch and we do form a line that is not perfectly straight, but it doesn't have any visible slant to the right or to the left. When you block your project, pull the stitches that form the decreasing line to straighten out the line and make it more centered. The full tutorial about this technique is at 10roseaday.com/centered-single-decreases. Happy knitting, my friend. I'll talk to you in the next tutorial.